Hello and hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allison and I am so happy you're here. We're changing it up a little bit today. We're not gonna do just a normal vlog. I thought it'd be kind of fun. My daughter is turning 2 in March and I thought it'd be kind of fun to go back, reminisce on some of like the baby products I used 2 years ago. Some of them obviously she still uses, but I thought it'd be kind of fun just to go through and tell you what I used, what I thought was necessary. And I feel like having a baby is just such an exciting time and you want to buy it all, but realistically you don't need all of it. It's a lot, it's overwhelming, but I just want to show you kind of what I got. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I do not keep a single thing. So, a lot of these products I do not have with me. Well, none of them besides one. So I'll make sure to put a picture on the screen, and if you want me to go through and link products, I'm more than happy to do so. It'll just be linked in my link tree. If you are expecting, congratulations. I am so excited for you. It is gonna be some of the best years of your life. Pregnancy for me, both times, I loved being pregnant. I loved the bump. With my son, I experienced nausea up until I think, my memory is kind of blurry, forgive me, but I think I experienced nausea until like literally right when I hit second trimester. So his first trimester wasn't that great, but second trimester I did better. I got energy back. The nausea went away. With my daughter, I got so lucky. I did not get sick at all. I was just really tired with her. So very thankful that I got to kind of experience one of each, and I was very lucky. I was very lucky because also that pregnancy my husband was deployed. So if I were to be sick or have nausea or anything and have a toddler running around and my husband being deployed, I don't know what I would have done. God literally was like, I got your back. I am not gonna let you get sick this time because you're too busy. You got a toddler running around and we cannot have that this time around. So with my daughter, I did not have any nausea. But with both of them, I did have heartburn and acid reflux. Oh my God, don't wish it on anybody. Let's get into the products. Like I said, I don't have really any of them with me, and I have them all listed out on my phone. So I thought we could start with what I used during pregnancy. Also grab a coffee because I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be blabbing for. So I grabbed one just to keep me going. It's nap time around here, so I need that pick me up, right? Okay, so during pregnancy, as the belly was getting bigger for both of my babies, I used the bio oil. It comes in the orange bottle, and I thankfully never really got stretch marks on my belly area, but I did get stretch marks on like my butt and stuff. And my first pregnancy, I remember being like, I don't want stretch marks, blah blah blah, just because I didn't really want my body to change that much. But with my daughter, the second time around, I was like, I don't really care. I am growing a human life, so whatever happens to my body, it's worth it for my babies. So I did get stretch marks, and whether or not the oils really help, I'm not sure. The second time around, I put the oil literally everywhere, not just on my belly, because obviously you stretch in other places, not just your belly. Also during, like I mentioned, I had heartburn and acid reflux, so I carried a pack of Tums with me everywhere I went, At night, it was the worst. So if you're experiencing heartburn, acid reflux, make sure you're propping yourself up a little bit. That can help with it not being so bad. But your girl, with my daughter, she did not like spicy food, or even like a very mild spice was like, no thank you, I was throwing up. So she was a little more iffy. My son, I just had acid reflux and heartburn. It didn't matter what I ate, what I did. So I was carrying Tums around with me 24/7. Okay. Also, I really never had an issue with, some people, they can experience nausea like when they take their prenatals. If they have a prenatal that their body just doesn't agree with, they will experience nausea, or they just don't like it, it's too chalky, whatever. I never really was too picky about my prenatals. I always wanted to try the Ritual prenatal. I never did, but I wanted to try it. I still want to try the vitamins, but I always used the 1-a-day prenatal. You can find it literally anywhere, CVS, literally anywhere. I use those, or I remember with my son, I used the ones that the hospital gave me. Both worked fine for me. I am really bad about taking vitamins, and I need to be better. I did use an app during pregnancy just to keep track of baby. It's so much fun to me to watch baby grow on the app and see how many weeks I am, and just it kind of keeps you in check of like, okay, what's happening, how is the baby growing. And I think for both of my pregnancies I used the What to Expect app. Loved it. It was very informative of exactly what was happening during pregnancy, and especially with your first pregnancy, everything is just a little, I mean, with any pregnancy, it is so nerve-wracking, and your brain is just going a million miles a minute. So having the app to me was very comforting to know exactly what's happening, how baby's growing. The What to Expect app is great. I know there's a million other apps out there, but that is the one that I used during pregnancy. Maybe missing some things. This was 2 years ago and 4 years ago, so my brain is kind of fuzzy. I went back and looked at my registry, and I think I got just about everything covered, but like during pregnancy, I was having a hard time remembering. The hospital bag next. I brought to the hospital. Now listen to my first time moms. Please listen to me. Do not, I mean, if you want to, you can, but it is not necessary to bring 4 outfits for your baby. I promise you, that baby's gonna put on 1 outfit, and that's gonna probably be their going home outfit. You do not need that many outfits for your baby. That baby is gonna be swaddled in a little blanket, and he or she will not be getting changed multiple times a day. Unless you're taking like photos or something at the hospital, you do not need multiple outfits for the baby, I promise. So for my son, when he was born, a little bit different for my son. My son ended up having to go to the NICU for a few days after he was born, so I obviously I probably brought, knowing me, I probably brought like 3 outfits. He did not obviously wear any of those outfits at the hospital. I discharged, and then we went to go see him like multiple times a day at the NICU for the first few days. Brought him home from the NICU. I think I just brought 1 outfit, and then for my daughter, I brought 2 outfits, and they're both onesies. Highly recommend the zippers, or I know a lot of people do that magnetic little onesie pajamas. Both are great. Buttons are just not ideal. They're cute, some of them are cute. Recommend just stay away from the buttons. Make it easier to yourself and just do a zipper. The magnetic button, or the magnetic pajamas, those are ideal. So for me, I brought 1 of 2 pairs of pajamas, because usually First time mamas, I think they stay 48 hours. And then second time mamas, they usually like stay 24 hours. We ended up staying 2 days for my daughter. I brought 1 or 2 pair of pajamas and then a going home outfit. So 3 outfits in total. And you may not even wear the outfits. You may just wear like a robe or something the whole time you're there. Bring a towel, a shower towel, and shoes to wear in the shower. Please don't forget that. With my daughter, I forgot and I ended up using like a little hand cloth to dry off. Yeah, don't do that. So make sure you bring a towel and make sure you bring little shower shoes. Toiletries, I obviously just brought all my toiletries, shampoo, body wash, your toothbrush, toothpaste, the stuff for postpartum. Let me reassure you, they do provide everything you need at the hospital. Like all the pads, the wipes, like literally anything you need. The little squirter bottles that they give you for postpartum, it's just like a regular like squirt bottle. So it is kind of hard after you give birth. It is kind of hard to use. So I recommend getting the Freedom Mom upside down bottle. I use that for my daughter. So much easier. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, after you give birth, you cannot wipe after you pee. So you have to get some warm water and squirt up there and then let it like just, you can tap, but you do not obviously want to wipe like normal. Or just let it like just air dry, kind of, air it out. So they give you little squirter bottles, or you can buy the Freedom Mom upside down bottle and it makes it so much easier. Brought my own disposable underwear, just because I had a certain brand that I like better than the hospital ones. They're fine, they work if you want to use those. I'll put a picture on the screen. I bought the Always brand of their disposable diapers. Real cute. And I think also Frida Mom has their own underwear, and possibly, am I making this up? They might have a robe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they might have a robe. Bring a pillow, because the pillows kind of suck. And then bring your own comfy little blanket. And for both babies, I made sure my husband we would always go shopping, just buy a bunch of little snacks while we were at the hospital. Make sure your husband brings a blanket and a pillow, because poor things, they have to sleep on like a little chair. So blankets, pillows, snacks for your husband, 1 to 2 outfits for you, maybe 3 if you want a going home outfit, or you could just wear your pajamas. 1 outfit for baby usually, unless you don't know the gender, then you can do 1 of each. Like I said, really bringing like any postpartum things is not necessary. You can leave them all at home and then have them for when you get here. They recommend, I don't think I did this because I wasn't on my phone at all really, either of when I was in labor, but people recommend getting a 12-foot, like just a longer charger than what you have, because the plugs can be not right by your bedside. So if you would like to get a longer charger, totally up to you, but for me, I didn't find it necessary. I wasn't on my phone much. So for when baby comes home from the hospital, you're like, what do I do with this baby? Because I definitely had that thought. I remember driving home from the hospital with my son, and I told my husband, I'm like, what are we supposed to do now? Like, I cannot believe they just give you a baby and you just take it home and you have to figure out like how to take care of it and raise it. And it was such a wild concept to me that I had a baby now that I have to take care of. Like, your life changes so quickly. I bought the Hatch sound machine. I A recall on the first generation hatch. Make sure you check your hatch if you have like the first generation. Please check it. I am still using ours. I do not have the first generation. We have a little bit of the newer versions, so I feel comfortable still using it. But for both my babies, we are using Hatch Sound Machine, and I love it. I'm getting to the point where I cannot sleep without one, or like I cannot sleep without listening to their sound machine from the monitor. So it just become like a comfort thing, I think, for all of us. My son loves it. He loves picking a color for his little nightlight, and we'll see how long they use it. But both my babies have a Hatch sound machine, and we love them. For my son, we had it wasn't the Snuggle Me, but it was the other lounger, and I cannot remember what they're called, but they got recalled, so I got rid of it. Son, before they got recalled, we used that lounger, but I'm not sure what the status is on it now. But for my son, we used that lounger. For my daughter, I bought a Snuggle Me off my friend, and if I were to ever have another baby, I would buy another one because it was great. We use that thing all the time. I highly, 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 highly recommend buying a Snuggle Me, buying somewhere safe that you can put them down. Either buying, like, we kept the bassinet in our room, and then we would just move the Snuggle Me around to wherever. Finding somewhere that you can set them down and knowing they're safe is ideal. Also used the Baby Bajorn, I think I'm saying that right. We also used the Baby Bajorn bouncer. Another great friend let me borrow that. I know that is so expensive, and personally, I don't know if I would spend that kind of money on a bouncer. I think there are other ones out there that do just as good of a job, and they're also safe. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture on the screen, but it's bouncer, and you just literally tap your foot and they bounce. We use that all the time with my daughter. So highly recommend either a Baby Bajorn bouncer or finding something pretty similar. If my friend did not let me borrow it, I probably would have just gone without or found a cheaper alternative. We'll go into the bath time section. So for bath time, for both my newborns, we used you can find it on Amazon. It is the Angle Care, I think I'm gonna say Angel, I'm not sure if it's Angel, I typed Angle, but I also put a picture of it on the screen. We used this baby bath, and it worked great. The Angel Care bath, and for our babies, we would always put like a little washcloth, or you can wrap a warm towel around them so they stay nice and toasty in the bath. I know they're so little and they do not retain body heat that well, so make sure you're keeping them warm while in the bath. For both of our babies, we still use them today. They're the Baby Bamboo washcloths, super soft. They hold up great. So if you're looking for, and they're pretty cheap. You can get a pack of 6 for $10 on Amazon, or you can get a pack of 30 for $37. So pretty reasonable price point washcloths, and they hold up really well. And they have different colors. Moving on, we also on Amazon, I found muslin swaddle blankets, and I still have them to this day. There's also some really good ones on Mebie, M-E-B-I-E. They have really cute ones, neutral, if you're a neutral mama. And also these that I found on Amazon, they're soft, they're great. I love them. We still use them to this day. They're big enough to use them for your toddlers. For both of our babies, we also used the Graco car seat. Let me find the Graco Snug Ride. Pretty basic, but for both of our babies, we used that and the stroller that came with it, the stroller attachment that came with it, and we have never had any complaints about the Graco one. I'm sorry if this kind of like jumbled here. I'm trying to make it make sense. Not all over the place, but it kind of is all over the place. So I apologize for that. But for my daughter, I remember, like it was yesterday, at the hospital, that first night, she just screamed and screamed and screamed and screamed. And I'm like, what in the world is happening? I was breastfeeding her at the time, trying to learn how to breastfeed because my son, it didn't work out. So I was trying to like relearn how to breastfeed and trying to feed her. My husband went home for a minute and I remember like she would not stop crying. I tried everything. And I'm like, what is wrong? I called a nurse in. I lost it. I had a meltdown because I was so tired. I could not figure out why she was crying. And I thought it was just the breastfeeding not working. She would scream when I put her on the boob. She would scream when I give her, or she liked the bottle. Of course she liked the bottle, but the formula was making her stomach upset. Long story short, she was a colicky baby, super gassy. So, and it took me probably a couple weeks to figure out that was the problem. And I didn't know what to do because I had never had a gassy baby. But there are these gas windy things that you stick in their butt and it can help relieve the gas, and Frida Mom has some. They also have a belly rub that you can massage your belly. And if you have a colicky baby, I am so sorry. It's only temporary. It does go away. I was in the trenches of that newborn stage. It was such a hard stage for me and my husband because she was not sleeping. Everything made her gassy, and I'm like, it was exhausting. So if you have okay, I don't even know where I was in filming that or what I was saying. My son woke up and saying his ear hurts, so I gave him a little medicine. Hopefully that helps. But I think I was talking about my daughter and her gas. If you do have a colicky baby, it's only temporary, and I know it's so hard to deal with. I really, truly did not enjoy my daughter's newborn phase. It was just really hard because she was just so upset all the time. Her tummy hurt all the time, and I felt helpless because I tried to make it better, and I feel like there's only so much you can do, and it's just a hard time. So I am deeply sorry, but remember, it is only temporary, and I promise you, once they turn 6 weeks, it's gone. Like, there's no more. It is instant. Overnight it changed, literally overnight, and we did the gas windy, we did that little, we gave her massages, the bicycles. Keep doing those and it will get better, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, I promise you. Okay. The last thing I think I want to talk about is I didn't find these while she was a newborn, and these kind of compare, I think, to the Kite Baby Sleep Sack. So these are called the Purr Comfy Quilted Super Soft Sleep Sack Premium Bamboo. So it's their little sleep blanket that I sleep with. Sorry, this one has a stain on it, but this one is the 2.5 tall, I believe, for the winter months. This, literally the best sleep sack I've ever bought, and the only sleep sack I will buy ever, because it is so soft. I have never owned a Kite Baby sleep sack, but I feel like this is very, very, very comparable to it, and it is cheaper. Right now on Amazon, they're $35. Some of them are $35. I think they go up to like $75, I believe, but they're such nice quality. They wash so well. They're so soft, and they keep my baby girl very warm at night. She just wears normal like pajamas, and then she wears this, and she's nice and toasty and like warm enough. Yeah, she's not gonna overheat, but she's warm. And these are perfect for, they obviously have different togs, so you can buy lighter for the summer and just buy what you need for the season. But right now she's wearing these, and I promise you, if you have a little baby, try the sleep sack. I will definitely link this down below. Try it out, you will not regret it. A great sleep sack. I think that is all I have to say about the products that I used. I am kind of out of breath from talking so much, but this is all from my own experience, what I use for my babies, and what works best for us. Obviously, this may not work for you or the next person, but it's what works best for us, and I thought it would be fun just to reminisce on what we used. I have been missing the little baby newborn snuggles here lately, so I hope you enjoyed. If you have any more questions about anything that I used, let me know, and I will be sure to try to answer it as best as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great week, and let me know if you like these types of videos, and I can definitely be sure to do more. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.